Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. My name is Carrie. I'm a full-time trader, mentor in the crypto and Forex markets. Today's video is going to be an update on Bitcoin on the lower time frame. If you're interested in my bigger picture outlook, take a look at my last couple of videos and I will update again on Sunday. All right, let's get started. So as you can see, let's talk about some support and resistance here. We are coming into this area right here that we need to flip to support. We don't want to come back underneath this area. Let me get in a little closer here. This area right here, we want to remain above it. Getting back underneath it would not be a good thing, okay? Also, if we've bottomed, there is only two ways that we can come off the bottom. One is a 5-wave move and the other is a diagonal. If it's going to be a 5-wave move, we will assume this is a 1, that the 2 is here, that we are on our way for a 3rd that will push through this resistance, a 4 that will pull back into it, and a 5 that will push up and out of this channel. Of course, it can also be an A, a B, and then we push up for a C wave that most likely will get stuck in this resistance. This will be a corrective rally that we will call a B wave or a wave 4, which I will dive more deep into on Sunday. The diagonal. As it stands now, there is no way to make this a diagonal. First of all, this wave here is larger than this wave, which would suggest a contracting diagonal, but I can't make it contracting. And an expanding diagonal, this wave should be bigger than this wave, and it's not. So as it stands, I cannot make a diagonal out of this at this time. So the only way that this is going to be a bottom right now is if we pivot up for a 3rd wave, 4th, 5th. Okay? All right, so this is the bull scenario right now, and I would think that we would need to hold this. And we'll talk about it when we get on the lower time frame. The bear scenario is that we have created a WXY, that this wave to the downside that very much looks like 5 waves is a wave 1, that we're coming to the upside for a wave 2. The wave 3 will come down to approximately 15,900. The 4th will bonk its head on the 300 moving average weekly, and the 5th will come to the downside at approximately 14,300. Okay? We'll talk about the bigger structure on Sunday. This is the bear scenario where we head down. All right, let's talk about this leg, because this leg is important if we're pivoting to the upside. The only other scenario we have is that somehow this gets larger and we make a zigzag here. This would only move the 2 or B wave over. And I can say that as it stands now, the 2 being here is very, very, very much bigger in time than this potential 1. Usually a wave 2 creates itself in the same amount of time or less than the 1 was created. So it's already too big. Not that it's invalid. It is not invalid till we come under this low. But prolonging it out even more would suggest very highly that it would be a B if it plans to pivot to the upside from here. Okay. All right, let's dive into this leg. Notice we have this overlap in this wave. That is suggesting that it has to be a diagonal or it's corrective, it's zigzags. To make it a diagonal is difficult. You would have to go through wicks to make it a diagonal, where you would say that this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5. It has problems. It has problems that this wave looks like 3, this wave looks like 5, and this one is iffy. But to give it the benefit of the doubt, we'll say that it's a diagonal. The other issue is that if this is a 1 and this is a 2, your third wave always blasts high enough so that when it creates its fourth wave, it does not come into its 1, and then the fifth wave to the upside. As you can see, this wave right here has overlapped into the potential 1. So because of that, the only way that this can be bullish now is to say that this is a 1 and a 2, and this is creating a 1 and a 2. A 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, this wave and this wave, this one is slightly smaller than this one, which makes it a little better because you want your 1, 2, your second one, to be smaller than your first. But it doesn't mean that it's invalid. So it stays on the table until we break the low at 19,600, this low right here. Okay? And then at that point, we need to blast off. No more playing around. We've got to blast off if we're going to make a 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, I'm not particularly leaning that way, but it doesn't mean that it's not true. I could definitely be wrong. Okay? So 1, 2, 1, 2 stays on the table till this low is broken, but we need to see separation. We definitely need to see here very soon a wave that kicks off and just goes into that third wave. Otherwise, I'm going to see this as a WXY, where this created zigzags as a W, this pulled back from it for an X, and more than likely, we are creating a zigzag here. Okay? Probably will bring us up into this resistance, up into these fib extensions, and it'll set in the 2 wave. Okay? A break of this high at 22,500 will invalidate this being a 2. Okay? So, invalidation, a break of this high for this being a 2. Invalidation, a break of 19,500 for this to be an impulse wave to the upside. Okay? Be careful. We want to see total separation here very soon, or the 1, 2, 1, 2 is going to fail. And if we do move up, be very careful of this resistance and this just being a C wave. Right? I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on Sunday for the bigger picture.